the secret teachings be united in mind, although separate in. We pray for the preservation of the environment, for the solidarity of the beings, and for the realization of one conversion by faithful propagation widely in Nepal and around the world. We pray for the greater progress in Buddhist education and studies. We pray for the encouragement of the religious heritage. And especially HBS Nepal would like to pray for safety and successful hope in Japan for Jiban Suba Kamno Dokyo Amin. We would like to pray for fast and easy health recovery for Kadaka Seiji. Shanti Maya Tamangi Nanda Kumari Guru Yaswini Dahalwini Kohen Vikasta Pakamno Dokyo Amin. We pray that Namyo Horendikyo, God's essence and the seed of enlightenment, containing the first 8 chapters of the primordial path of the Lotus Sutra, transmitted by the Jogyo Bosas. Hongo Happan Jogen Yogyo Shadei Holding Vishnu Namyo Horendikyo. With respect and veneration, we pray for the progress and expansion of the group of faithful establishing it. We pray for health and devotion to the practice of faith and Holocaust, elimination of the negative karma and the prosperity of all who are experiencing today's cities. We pray for the fast eradication of the coronavirus to all those who are infirm and affected. We pray for the progress of the mystic relationship with the Buddha and the meeting with the true secret Dharma, the elimination of the negative karma, full health, and the protection of all primordial Buddhism. That everyone realizes to Hoko in accordance with the Buddhist intuition. We pray for the recovery of all the sick and for the fulfillment of all the prayers of all participants in today's session. Come, Lord, I mean, Lord. Now we are holding the morning study session in front of the Gohon Zone at HBS Nepal, Kathmandu. We pray for health and devotion to the practice of faith and Holocaust, elimination of the negative karma and the prosperity of all participants in today's session. May those who are suffering from illness have their sickness cured immediately, and may those who are praying for overcoming sufferings and the troubles have the protection and the blessing of the Gohon. And especially in front of the Gohon Zone Jiban Suba, we would like to pray for fast and easy health recovery of Kamala Devi Limba and the Jiban Suba. Come, Lord, I mean, Lord. Jiban Suba would like to pray for safety and successful Hoko in Japan. Come, Lord, I mean, Lord. Jiban Subeni Renu Kalim, we would like to pray for fast and easy health and recovery of Winnie Kohia Kano Dojo. I mean, Lord. Winnie Pradhan would like to pray for fast and health growth and success in the final exam for Viber and the Suba Kano Dojo. I mean, Lord. We would like to pray for the fulfillment of the confidential wish. Come, Lord, I mean, Lord. With respect and veneration of our prayers to all the late masters and the monks, faithful and the relatives of the Homo Material. With respect and veneration of our prayers to all souls who have died in disasters, epidemics, and the armed conflicts around the world, especially to all those deceased in the Nepal earthquake and all those deceased by the new coronavirus. We We offer prayers to all souls, inscribing the posthumous purple double of the Myoshini Temple, HBS and Nepal Center, and to the deceased ancestors of all participants in today's study session, and the all to deceased today, and especially for Obarakira, Myoho Kyoriki, Tizam, for all the participants and people doing Muhuko today, we pray one by one for the elimination of the bad karmas and the great progress in the saying Shamu Yoja Tusha Ogmo Hapoyo Yo Sade Oni Vishnu Namumyo Horende Kon Now no holding the good I don't voice in front of the Gohon Zomi to respect and veneration. We pray for the progress and expansion of the group of faith we establish in Nepal. We pray for help and devotion to the practice of faith in Holocaust, elimination of the negative karma, and the prosperity of all participants in the nation. We pray for the fast eradication of the coronavirus to all those who are informed and affected. We pray for the progress of the mystic relationship with the Buddha and the meeting with the true secret Dharma, the elimination of the negative karma, full health, and the protection of all mortal Buddhism. That everyone realizes to go in accordance with the Buddhist teaching. We pray for the recovery of all the sick and for the fulfillment of all the prayers of all participants in today's session. With respect and veneration of our prayers to all the late masters and the monks, faithful and the relatives of the whole material. With respect and veneration of our prayers to all souls who have died in disasters, epidemics, and the armed conflicts around the world, especially to all those deceased in the Nepal earthquake and all those deceased by the new coronavirus. We We offer prayers to all souls, inscribing the posthumous purpose of Book of the Myoshi Temple, HBS Nepal Center, and to deceased ancestors of all participants in today's study session, and all the deceased today, and especially for Obarakira, Myoho Kyoriki, Trizam, for all the participants and peoples doing Gohoku today. We pray one by one for the elimination of the bad karmas and the great progress in the beautiful saying Shangolonya Tusha Han Yahokaja Isai Shoge Shayo Honte Vikai to silence. Yobo Kuyarita Anondo Kiyoya Allah Hakwajogen Yoshore Honin Yeshunu Namamyo Mushiraye Hobozai Shosho Metsu Konin Yoribashini Itaramade Amochita Tematsuru Homono no kaidan ono ziga hapoi shoken yo shoden onin geshunon yo horen eko Namamyo Renge-kyo, Namamyo
Bosnos.
Thank you everyone for this morning session here in the Kathmandu Center, and thank the people who watch us online in this morning session. Today, March 28th, we have our HBS Nepal meeting. Very important. Just the board members, the crew members, please try to participate. Try to come more early in the evening chant for this meeting. In the HBS we teach, before the meeting, before you study, before everything, we need to chant, so without the chant, we can't be in Kailashi, different body, same mind. Mind is what? Always think for propagation, propagation, propagation. Of course, we talk about the finance, about many things, but main is propagation, or the main goals, what we have here in West Nepal. And this next 3 days, little bit busy, Haja meetings, Bori, Yano, Oko. On this study, we have international Oko, and the only third one, Alicate, free. Can't say free, What we can do, bring the supplies, flowers, the people who bring donations for the first. It's good to bring on third one because we can organize it, prepare it, and receive everyone more properly for the first month, first chant of the month. Basically, this is last 3 days from today and next 5 days actually. we have a lot of locals to do. Isso, I spoke, I talked with the Sage, no? Achou que ele é Sage está dizendo, né? Did never meet, But hear the name many times, no? Jivandai, no? Su, do Goku there, no? That's all, Shishide. That's all, talk around 2 hours, no? Do Uganda, no? After a long time, Me, I don't talk 2 hours, not even with the Shinimaki, With the Buri no Eki minute, Talk, Yesterday talked 2 hours with Seijish. I feel he's very excited, very happy, to come back here to do Gohoku with us. Looks like he's a little bit busy in Japan, doing Gohoku here, Gohoku there, doing evening chant every 1 day, every 2 days. Once him, Everyone can watch him Shinji evening chant, almost every day. Seijish there, good, he do this. Grace to the Gohoku. Thank you, Gohoku. All the members supported him to do this study in Kyoto, in Japan for 2 years, Now he's coming back to show, to teach us and propagate together with us, What do we have to do, what we should do for Sejish is chanting, do kyoki, prepare more members as possible to when Sejish come, we do more and more propagation. So let's prepare ourselves for this month. The month what's coming, April, Ekidam, important. Sayonara, Jibundai. Sayonara, no intro, sayonara. Sayonara. Ferebetonla, matane, matane. So, let's take 2 weeks. Let's push April. I'm very excited for this next month what's coming. And the next month too. So from April, from this new year of Nepal, is coming many activities, many gohokus. Let us do this together maximum as possible. Basically, is this. Aja dere dere dhanyavad. Arigatou gozaimasu.